There's no easy answer to this. Loneliness is incredibly painful and even life-threatening. So people who are lonely are highly motivated to get less lonely, and yet still sometimes they can't. And loneliness is not a mental illness. It's a condition that all of us can fall into at one time or another. So if there were a simple answer to loneliness, lonely people would have figured it out and they would be less lonely. So it's something about the way we live. We used to live in much more smaller groups, tightly knit communities. We used to live closer to extended family. The modern way of living separates us. The consumer way of living alienates us. So all of these things tend to, I think, make the world a lonelier place than it used to be when we lived in more communal settings. But let me just talk about one kind of loneliness and what one might do about it. So one kind of loneliness is the feeling that there's nobody else like us in the world. There's a kind of existential loneliness that we feel like no one can understand us, no one sees the world the way we do, and therefore we feel alone in the world because no one shares our perspective. This kind of loneliness, of course, you can solve it by finding a friend who sees the world the same way, but that's hard. Another way you can try to do it is through works of art or literature. So find books, poems, paintings, sculptures, plays, songs, stories. So we have all of human history, all of the collected artworks of human history, which express the full range of emotions and perspectives of every artist in human history. And you may find that you can soothe your loneliness by reading or watching or looking at the work of someone who lived 100 or 200 or 500 or even 1,000 years ago. So that's one tip for dealing with loneliness. Try to find your friends and companions in great works of art.